debate?
You know, I thought Trump wasn't doing poorly. He was doing okay. His temperament was okay. But then he disowned American democracy when he said he would not trust the outcome of the election. And that blew the entire debate for him. I thought Hillary Clinton did well. She answered the questions she was asked with depth and with certainty. You know, it was an open book test, and she should have done it. And I think she did a very good job.
What about that, David, about that moment that seems to be leading in all the papers and all the online about not accepting or not yet the results of the election?
Well, you know, I think he wants to wait to see whether it's super close. Could there be another Bush v. Gore? I mean, could there be something akin to the Chad, the hanging Chads? I mean, I don't know. He's not willing to concede anything yet because that's the way he is. I mean, Mark has probably a lot of the same character traits when it comes to... No. Well, you're not going to... If somebody said you accept something that's going to happen 3 weeks from now when you don't know all the details,
American election.
You won't do it.
It's the presidential election. Let me turn it around. Vladimir Putin says the American election is rigged. You cannot trust the outcome of the presidential election. What do we all say?
You know what
does this whole country say?
Right, you know what I thought was incredibly powerful tonight was Donald Trump needs to get on email right now and thank.
So you changed the subject just like that.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the substance of the debate. Every time something WikiLeaks exposed was brought up. Hold on. Every time something WikiLeaks exposed was brought up. For example, Hillary Clinton saying she doesn't want open borders, but oops, there was the WikiLeaks statement that she made to a bank saying her dream is an open borders paradise. What did she do? She pivoted to the fact that Russia hacked all the emails. That's not a substantive response.
Right, but you do concede that moment is going to trump some of perhaps the good moments that Donald Trump had.
But we don't know it, number one. But if Russia did hack those emails, they expose things that the American voter has the right to know. Whether this corruption is taking place, whether Hillary Clinton says one thing to banks and one thing to the voters, that's critically important. This isn't an election for dog catcher.
So what you're saying that Meredith McIver should release all those emails that she does for Donald Trump because the American people have a right to know.
If she sees fit, I say absolutely.
Mark,
that's her choice.
Let me ask you. I mean, you know that this electorate is hungry for authenticity. They're hungry for something different. They're hungry. I mean, that's part of his candidacy is this businessman approach, much like you would approach something. Do you think Hillary Clinton got across what she needed to get across tonight on that, considering this electorate?
Yes. Now, is she going to convince the hardcore Trump voter? Absolutely not. But this was an open book test, right? This wasn't, we don't know where the questions are coming from. They knew the topics. And when she was asked a topic, she gave a very concise, complete answer. So you knew exactly where she stood.
I heard you say that Steve Bannon is the big winner of this.
Without question, right?
Why do you say that?
When Donald Trump creates all these conspiracy theories, questioning the election, questioning the media, etc. You know, who benefits from that? That certainly doesn't benefit his campaign. But November 9th, Breitbart News is going to say, we were there. We have all the inside information. Come to us because we know what happened.
If there's there's no substance in the...
The big winner is Steve Bannon and Breitbart. No one knows who Steve
Bannon is. No,
I know who Steve... I've done business with him.
Of course you do.
He's a smart guy. He's smarter than Donald.
All right, you know what? Final word here, David. Can he change the map? Can he change the momentum?
I think he can because this has been such a volatility. This has been so volatile that... 5 days from now, it could change 4 or 5 points. Trump could be right back at it. 3 weeks from now is the election. I expect Mark, by the way, to pivot to Trump. Back to Trump.
No chance.
We'll